I need to confess something about my Nollywood career that I've been hiding. Before I begin, this is what I was up to last week. I joined a new community that I met on Instagram, Mr. Onimisi, and we went to watch the sunset. Good food, met amazing people, lovely music, ate, drank, danced with a stranger and with my new community members. I do not really look like what I am going through. Wow. But the truth is, I only walked twice in 2025. Twice. And I am broke. I am a 38 years old woman who's an actor living in Nigeria. And this is my 10th year as an actor in Nollywood, professionally. And for the most part of it, I have been broke. I left banking to pursue this career fully because it is my first love. It is what I enjoy doing and I find fulfillment doing it. I never knew that the journey would be so hard. It was filled with countless days and nights of crying, of wailing, of anger, of pain, of rejection, of disappointment, of all sorts of negativity. I can barely count the number of times I genuinely smiled as an actor. And this is not to say that I came into the industry thinking it was going to be a walk in the park or everything will be handed to me on a platter. No, that's not it. But I felt like the talent would speak, because it is one thing to know that you're talented. It's another thing to know that you're not talented and you're just wishing that things would happen. Financially, it has been a struggle for me. And one would say, why didn't you just quit and do something else, start a business or whatever? It is easy to tell a creative to start a business or get a job or do something. But I'm sure that you as a creative will know that it is not as easy as it sounds. We love the art. We bask in the art. Our energy, our soul is attached to the art. And even if we want to do anything outside of it, it has to be something within the art. And for the past 10 years, I have been faced with a lot of emotional, discomfort, financial discomfort. I've lived in shame. I've lived in fear. Most times, I did not know where my next meal will come from. It was that bad. And because as a person, I do not really like to ask for help because I do not like rejection or disappointment. I end up, wallowing in my pain and frustration and all that. It was so bad that in 2017, I made a choice that almost ruined my life and everything. I'm going to make that video. I'm going to talk about it some other time. What I did was I sent 17 copies of my nudes to a person who claimed to be a producer because I was so desperate. I had lost all the money I had at the time, all my savings, everything. I had lost it because I made a film and the film flopped, didn't do well, and I was in a bad place and I lost all the money. And this opportunity came so good, so juicy, and out of desperation and out of frustration, I decided to do what I did, which was to send my nudes. I would talk about that in another video, but today I just want to focus on being 38 and broke. This is such a vulnerable moment for me because it's not like I'm making this video for pity party or to say, oh Amanda, sorry. That's not the essence of this video. The essence of this video is to relate with you as a fellow creative or whatever field that you're in, to share the struggle and to let you know that it is not as it always looks or as it always seems on social media or anything. People most times show you the glossy part, the fancy part, and leave out the sad part, the hard one, the disappointing part, because they do not want to be seen as weak and vulnerable. I have begged, asked for help from people that I should not be asking for help from, because I need to eat, I need to feed. I have auditioned countless times in this industry for the past 10 years, physical, online, name it. I have faced all kinds of derogatory remarks from filmmakers who did not like my personality, or who felt like I was too much or I was doing too much, and that made me withdraw and entered into a shell. I have heard a lot of things about me in the industry that, most parts are untrue, and I felt like there's a cast, there's a veil, that surrounds me in the industry. That and a friend of mine, a colleague of mine, said something to me yesterday on Friday. She said, Amanda, it's not like they do not see you in the industry. They see you, but they know what you carry, and they are afraid of it and do not want you to shine and do not want that thing to come to light. So they withhold this work, they withhold these things from you and mask it with personality or whatever excuse they want to. And that was so profound, because I know that I am talented and I know that talent is not enough, but it's just crazy that the industry is the way it is here in Nollywood. I don't know about the other industries in Hollywood, Bollywood, or whatever, part of the world. Back to being broke. Sometimes I feel afraid to even call my friends to say, I haven't eaten today, or please send me food. Like, it takes so much out of me to be in that position to say, help me, give me food. I haven't eaten today, I'm dying. And I feel a lot of shame most times, because that feeling when your friends see you calling them, they see your number and they're like, oh my God, she's calling me again, and I know it's money. I always feel like that, you know. And not just that, I'm the first child of my family, and as Africans, we are trained that we have obligations, and I'm not shying away from that obligation. I love that I'm the first child. I love that I have responsibilities. I love that I'm supposed to cater to my father, my mother, my siblings. I love it. I love being in that position. And that's why it hurts me so bad when I can't do the things I'm supposed to do. Like, sometimes I fear, what if there's an emergency? I won't be able to handle it. What if there's something that I need to do right now for my dad or my mom? I need to pay, something that would save their lives. I won't be able to do it at 38 years old. What if my siblings need something right now and I'm supposed to sort it out, but I can't? What if I myself have an emergency that I need to cater to, but I can't because I am broke? I don't have money. All of these things make me so afraid. And I'm so grateful that my family, we have such wonderful genes. We do not fall sick like that. You know, we live well, right? And we're healthy people. I can't even imagine what would have happened if it was otherwise. In 2025, what I made as an actor was 1,150,000 naira only. And if you convert that to US dollars, it's approximately $804.51. That is all I made in the entire 2025. I worked twice. The first was in January, the second was in July. The one in January paid me 900,000 naira, and I worked for 4 days. The one in July paid me 250,000 naira. It was meant to be 300,000 naira, but the producer decided to shorten my money for whatever reasons that I do not want to talk about today. I will talk about that some other time. And I worked for 3 days on that project. So in total, 1,150,000 naira, $804 if you convert that. You might wonder, how did I survive the entire year? Friends, I'm so grateful for the friends that I have, and how they do not make me feel valueless, because they know that I have value. They know that I have so much to offer. It's just that it's time and chance, right? And I'm not just folding my arms. I'm working, I'm trying, I audition, I send tapes, I network. My friends know that I'm not lazy, and they know how passionate I am about this career. They know how much I love it. They know how much you can wake me up and tell me to do a monologue without just give me one word, and I would just give an entire monologue that is completely full and has depth. That's how much and how deep this career means to me. And it's something that is inborn. I'm a natural talent. I was born with it. It might sound cliche, but I have been acting all my life, but professionally 10 years in Nollywood. So how I've survived is my friends. The financial struggle sometimes makes me so angry, so irritable, and money issues, or when you're broke, can strip you of all dignity, can make you feel so less of a human, can make you feel so valueless, and you're so scared to even speak because, oh, what are you bringing, what are you offering, what are you bringing to the table, you're broke, what are you saying, so most times I fear all of these things, and I just go into my shell. And for the longest time I was depressed. It wasn't clinically diagnosed, but I knew that I was depressed, and it got very bad that in 2022, 2021, I tried committing suicide. It was that bad. I was in such a dark place because I kept asking, why is my career not working? What do I need to do differently to make it work? Where do I need to go? Who do I need to see? And because of the way our industry is structured in Nigeria, we don't have a lot of agents or managers. Even the ones that we have would rather go for people that are, seemingly known. Most agency or managers would not want to take somebody fresh. They would not want to invest in that. They rather you have done something big. I didn't have an agent, I didn't have a manager. I was just doing everything by myself. And it was a lot. It was a lot. Positioning, auditioning, branding, everything was just me. And it was a lot. So I'm just grateful for my friends who supports me radically. Like they support me so much. Friends here in Nigeria, friends abroad that would send me money that I would call and say, oh, this, that, that. Even when my father was sick and I was rallying around looking for funds, they came through for me. Even when I could not pay my rent most times, they came through for me. When I was sick, they came through for me. God has just been so good that He blessed me with, amazing friends. The survival mode has been insane because every day I'm asking myself, what do I do? What do I do today? How do I survive today? Sometimes I'm like, okay, you know what? We're eating just once a day so that we can have money to feed the next day. So you might wonder, but Amanda, you traveled last year, you were touring around Europe and everything. Like I said, it's not everything that people share or talk about. You have no idea how that trip came about. But it happened, and I'm grateful that it happened. Again, people in my life made that happen for me. And I'm sure you might say, oh, why didn't you use the money to start a business? Or you're frivolous, you shouldn't have traveled. No, life is beyond that. I'm happy that I traveled. I'm happy that the people in my life, sponsored that trip. I needed it. I needed to see the other world, soak in life, soak in good moments, memorable moments, create lasting moments for myself. That greatly helped my mental health. That greatly put me in a better space to look for solutions, to see what I can do for myself. Being 38 and broke is no joke. People say, oh, what I'm scared of is not getting married. That's not what I'm scared of. What I'm scared of is poverty. What I'm scared of is not having my money, not having my own funds, not being able to do what I need to do, help my family, help my friends, help strangers. That is what I'm most afraid of. I have lived in survival mode for so long. I'll be 38 in April, and I ask myself, am I going to keep going on like this? Is this what my life would look like? You know, and that's why sometimes when people judge, when people say things, you have no idea what the behind the scene looks like for that person. And like I said, it's not everything that we show or we tell on social media. I've lived with shame and embarrassment for so long as an actor. I've questioned my career choice. I've asked, what am I doing? To be honest with you, I've learned new skills, digital marketing, virtual assistant, and all that. But the truth is, after I was done learning those things, there was no zeal or desire to even pursue a career in that area because it's not what I really want to do. No knowledge is a waste, but I don't want to do something because I just have to do it. I want to do it because I love it so that I'm able to deliver optimally, you know, for what I'm being, hired to do. I just want to have a life that I can be proud of. I just want the people in my life to be proud of me. And I want my parents to be alive and witness the greatness in me. I know that they know that I am great, but I want them to be alive to see it come to fruition. And thankfully it is looking like it recently. Yeah. As a creative, it's a lot for us mentally, emotionally, and this career is one of the toughest, if not the hardest career in my opinion, because you're constantly rejected, you're constantly disappointed, you're constantly, thrown under the bus, you're constantly looked down on, and you're constantly struggling financially. Again, I did not come into the industry thinking I was going to make all the millions in 1 month or in 1 year, but people, that happens to some people. And again, our destinies, our fate is different. People will say, oh, Samuel L. Jackson made it in his 40s, Morgan Freeman, Jessica Chastain. They mention all kinds of actors, remarkable actors that I admire so much. And I say, when will it happen for me? Is it when I get to 40, when I get to 50? Those are the questions that I ask myself when I'm in that deep, sorrow and darkness. I survived 2025 by the grace of God. Family, friends, even strangers want to acknowledge that I was helped by God and man. And it's been a journey as an actor and as a creative. A part of me wants to feel ashamed that I'm 38 and I am broke. A part of me wants to feel like, am I wasting my life? You're 38, there's no excuse for you. It is my reality right now, and I might feel shame, but I'm not going to keep quiet and not talk about it. I'm not going to allow myself to remain in that pit, in that hole of depression, sadness. I have been doing my best to show up every day, and this brings me to, what am I doing about my situation? Because it's just one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to say, what are you doing about it? Because the world is evolving, things are changing, and thankfully we're now in the era of content creation where it is a thriving industry. Billions are estimated that will be earned by creatives in the coming future, and I want to be a part of it. And that's why I started taking my YouTube seriously. I used to vlog, but I think I want to change my strategy on YouTube. Now I create content on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. I'm showing up, and I know that if I'm consistent and with strategy, I would start making money off it. And to be honest with you, I've invested into this content thing, the gadgets, the apps, softwares, everything, and I know that you need money to make money, and I'm doing my part. I'm doing the little that I can to make it work. That is what I'm doing about my situation. I want to say thank you for watching this video up until this time. You're amazing and I appreciate you. And if you've ever felt like this as a creative, if you've gone through this in whatever field that you're in, please share your experience or let me know in the comment section. I appreciate you, and this is the Confession of a Nollywood Actress series. I'll see you next Sunday. Have a beautiful, beautiful week ahead. I remain Amanda Oruh.